one rep.
Another question?
Question.
Over there. Okay.
Hey, this is for the girls. So I fight out in GBA, and we have a big girls team. How do you guys feel about being that role model for them? Like, is it something that keeps you motivated, or what keeps you going?
Definitely keeps me going. I love it. You know, I love going into the gym, and for the little girls who look up to me, it feels good. And I hope that I am a motivation to them. You know, I try to do good, and it's for them, because I hopefully when they grow up, you know, it's better for them.
Yeah, I think it's great when the little girls look up to you, and I always let them know they can be better than us, and to keep going, because girl power has to keep going till the end. And yeah.
Women are strong.
We'll start with Temo. The event's gonna be in June 15th, and it's almost like a month. It's a month exactly. Today is May. Almost a month. Oh, yeah. So let's start with Temo.
My training is going really well. Sparring almost 8 rounds, and we're gonna push it up to more. We sparring really tough competition, and you know we always push it to the limit.
Sparring starts next week for me, and hopefully I get some good sparring in, and we'll be ready for June 15th.
Well, definitely every fight that is coming up for me, we work harder than we did for the last one. You know, I'm feeling very, very strong. You know, so I'm training really hard, training 3 to 4 times a day. You know, making sure I'm in tip-top shape to be ready to put on a show and just to keep going. So we'll be ready for June 15th.
So I'm training really hard, doing new things for this upcoming fight for June 15. I've never done strength and conditioning, which I started doing. I really never paid attention to my nutrition. Now I did it. I'm doing it. I feel really powerful, really strong, and very fast. So I'll be ready for June 15. I'm coming for that 5th round.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good too. I just started a new plan, like a new conditioning plan, so I'm feeling pretty ready for this fight. And strength-wise, I'm working on that too. So hopefully we'll get another knockout for this fight. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
We're going to start on this side, so we go that way. Who are possible opponents that you guys think about fighting in the future as you come up? Because I know all of you guys are up and coming stars that are going. But, who is opponents that you want to see fight in the future for you?
Well, I mean, everyone's talking about Ryan Garcia, right? So I mean, you'd be a good one.
Ryan Garcia.
I'll be down to drill down to his weight, but hey. And yeah, I mean, Ryan Garcia's the only one I've been. His the way he acts, like someone got to calm him down,
Someone is humble.
Exactly. But yeah, I think that's the only point I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully, yeah.
So me, I'm just looking at the world champions right now. I really want that WBC belt. So I'm either looking at Guadalupe Martinez or Mariana Panes. Hopefully, go again and I could go up there.
That's a good question. Well,
Who do you want to fight?
I want to fight everybody. I want to fight everybody in the 135 division. Hopefully in the future we'll get a shot at all the top 10, top 15. Whoever's there, we'll be ready for them. Right now is the time that we're getting better and we're working and stuff. So I don't really want to call anyone out right now, but we'll get there one day.
For me, it would have to get another chance at the minimum weight WBC title. The last time I got a chance, I had got a 10 days notice, so I'm hoping Lula gives me another chance with the good training camp.
I think I made it clear already that I want to fight Abner Mares, and he's a great champion. I don't mean any disrespect to him, but I feel like he was once hungry, young, strong, and that's no more. I feel like you gotta pass on the torch from me. I'm gonna take the. You don't gotta pass the torch. I gotta take it from him. Nothing in the sport is given. It's gotta be earned. So I would really like to fight him.
Wow, I love the spirit of these strong fighters and women in boxing. Very good. Do we have another question? Yes, we have a follow-up.
Yeah, for Ochoa.
Yes.
Why are you saying that you disrespect, that no disrespect the last time you talked about mine is disrespect? So, what made you
No, I gotta respect him as a man, as a champion. Everything he's done in the sport, and you know he's a great champion. And I feel like what he has, I want. That's what it is.
This question for Ray Ronis. Off guard. So, red boxing. By the way, before, red boxing is composed of people who is behind it. I have to introduce Marvin Rodriguez, who is the president of Red Boxing, and Carlos, who is the general manager of Red Boxing. So going back to your question, what else are we trying to do? I mean, most of you already know that Red Boxing also owns a belt. So we do have control of who we want to have champions, and doesn't have to, to kiss ass to somebody else's belt or other sanctioning body. We have a control. We just have to make a great champion like Temo Ochoa to fight a great fight. And the future champion here, Angel, and everyone in the panel. So what Red Boxing is trying to do, on October 19th of this year, Red Boxing is gonna introduce the Banquet of Champions. So we don't want to compete with WBC, we don't want to compete with WBO, we don't want to compete with IBF and other belts out there. We want to work with them, we want to unite with them. So on October 19th, Red Boxing and GBO will have a Banquet of Champions. If you are a champion of the WBC, NABF, or any form of belt, you are invited on our show, on our event, for a charity event, so we can give back to the boxers throughout the world. We can send gloves to the Philippines, we can help boxers in Mexico, so it will be a night of champions. The champions of the WBC, WBO, IBF, GBO will all be welcome to come and bring their belts, and we will honor them that night. And we will also be inviting around 40 celebrities from Hollywood. So we will release names later on. So there will be a poker event. This is open to the public. So if you're a regular fan, you can play poker with a world champion, an NABF champion, a GBO champion, together with a celebrity. And this will be happening on October 19th. Thank you for asking the question.
You heard it. It's a charity poker tournament. It's going to be held on October 19th. And the venue is to be announced. So, yeah, it's going to be somewhere in the Filipino American community of Los Angeles, in the Filipino historic town in LA. So we want to invite everyone to be in the celebrity charity poker tournament. We have another question here. You? Okay, anybody raising their hand at the back? Yes, one from Marvin.
Yeah, this question is for Cobra. I got to hear a little bit about the story, the last press conference that we had, and
you know, I would like for you to share what your routine is like, you know, to prepare for a fight, and as a family, as a mother, I heard your story. It really touched my heart. It really, I think it's a very inspirational story to a lot of women, because I was touched from that, and I'm a man, you know. So as I could only imagine the inspiration that it will give women out there also.
I'm a mother, and happy Mother's Day to all mothers for tomorrow. Girl power.
So my routine. So I wake up in the morning. I wake up at 4:30. I have to be out by 5. I go do my running, come back. I gotta be back by 6:30. Have to wake up my kids, get them ready to go to school. I, drive them to school. So I live in town, drive them to Linwood because, they go to school in Linwood because my parents are there to help me out with them. So I drop them off I have to drop them off by a certain time, if not I'll be late, so between 7:45 to 7:50, they have to be at school. I drive to work, I work in San Pedro. I work from 8:30 to 5:30. I get off from work and I go to the gym. So I'm at the gym, I have to be there from 6:30 all the way to 9. And then I have to go pick them up because they don't like going to the gym with me no more. They got over it. And then we go back home. I have to be in bed by at least 10:30 because, it's late. And then the following day, the same thing. Wake up 4:30, go run. It goes on and on.
Amazing. I salute to all superwomen out there. Super women, I mean. Happy Mother's Day. Yes, you have one more to add.
That's what my brother calls me, super mom. How do you do it? You're just flying back and forth. And that's how I am. I have to rush, from breakfast to lunch and dinner for them. It's on between as well.
It's hard, huh? It's a 24/7. Ernest?
This is for the ladies. Do you feel that women's boxing now is in the spotlight? Do you feel that 2-minute rounds doesn't do you guys justice anymore, and that you should be at 3-minute now?
I do feel that I should be a 3-minute round. I mean, 2 minutes is cool, it's all right, but as soon as you're getting, I don't know how to say it in English, like the rhythm into it, and you already know what's going on. The bell, the round's over, and you have to start all over again. If we had that extra minute, I think it would definitely help us.
Like the 2-minute rounds because there's no waiting in there. You have 2 minutes to do whatever you gotta do and just keep throwing. So I personally do like the 2 minutes.
Yeah, this question is for the president, actually, Red. You guys are a newer promotion, and I'm just curious, you guys are starting to make some noise, but what direction are you guys going in, and what niche do you see yourself carving in this boxing game?
Good afternoon to everyone. That's a great question. That's a great question. Without a doubt, this promotion company is in motion. It's in its early stages, but there's already great plans and a great vision for this company, Red Boxing. As you know, we've already started making noise here in the United States and Asia. The Philippines is having a big world title fight out there, so Indonesia, Singapore is coming up, and also we're making moves in Mexico already. We're already in planning some events out in Mexico. It's in the planning stages, but hopefully before the end of the year, we will be having fights in Mexico. I can tell you this: if it's not the end of this year, it will be the beginning of next year for sure. But the plans right now are before the end of the year we get going. And in reality, eventually the world. We have contacts in Central America, South America, and Europe. So, you know what? We're giving it 100%, and we're just going with the ride wherever it takes us, but we're definitely, we're not a local boxing promotion, we're an international boxing promotion. Great question, thank you.
We're excited. We're going all over the world. Want to go to Mexico? Yes, I have a question here from Ruben.
This goes out to all the boxers. I could get a better feeling and understanding of everybody. What exactly is your biggest inspiration? What exactly keeps you going? What keeps you fighting?
Inspiration, or what keeps you going as a fighter?
To become a world champion and take over the boxing world in my weight division, and that's about it right there. Take care of my people that took care of me over the years.
Yeah, definitely has to be the WBC belt is definitely motivating, but definitely my family, especially my dad, who's always been there and keeps pushing me to go forward.
Well, definitely becoming a world champ is, one of the main reasons. Like I said before, I have visions outside of boxing as far as, becoming a world champ. Becoming a world champ is what I want to do, and fight all the champions. But we have greater visions outside of boxing to just make the world a better place. I'm trying to spread the word of God, and I'm trying to, help everybody that needs help, so outside of boxing, these things is what motivates me, the visions that I have, so that I can say honestly, that's the only thing that's running in my mind, like, I gotta get up and I gotta do it, because, our visions are bigger than boxing. Definitely.
One will be my dad. I want to make his dream come true. 2 will be my kids. And 3 will be my dream. I left my dream back then, back in 2006. I left it, I paused it, and I came back, and I just want to show everybody that anything is possible. I'm a mother of 3. I have a full-time mom. And if I could do it, they could do it, If you really want it, you could do it, and I'm gonna be a world champion. Primero Dios, I will. I am.
Well, my motivation is, I'm not really from here. I'm not really from the LA area, the Orange County area, the area. I'm from Santa Barbara, and my family's over there, like 3 hours away from where I live, so that's really the biggest motivation for me. My family just trying to make it work. My dad's supporting me, that guy right there supporting me. And right here on I'm trying to make a deal for me. All of us are, right? Yeah, all of us trying to make that happen. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
To Dr. Olabi here, and of course to the dear family who are supporting our vision and mission of these fighters. So thank you so much. We have another question from Morgan Montano.
This one's for El Moreno. Looking back on your last 2 fights, what's something that you would change?
Definitely, I would change, be a little more patient, because sometimes I get too hyped, man. I just want to go out there and just get this guy out of the way. But definitely, being more patient, picking my shots better, breaking down my opponent, and just finishing it in the later rounds. I guess just to get the experience a little more. My first fight, I did get the experience, but when we come in and we get, the first round knockout, it doesn't really give us the experience to get better. It looks cool and it feels good, but definitely I want to get the experience so that, in the future we have that experience to back us up when we're fighting, all the champions.
Thank you, Angel. Got another question? Nate?
This question's for Ray Aranis. Ray, what's the difference between GBO and all the other sanctioning bodies?
Between GBO and all other bodies.
The difference between GBO and other sanctioning bodies, GBO is not here to compete with any sanctioning bodies. GBO wants to build their own champion, as we are building here in the United States. We're gonna build in Mexico, in Puerto Rico. Champions we're gonna build in Bolivia, because we already entered that atmosphere. Champions in Indonesia, champions in the Philippines and Malaysia. So the difference between GBO and other sanctioning body is that other sanctioning body has too many belts. Okay? GBO, that's the first belt is a state title belt, which Angel Rodriguez is fighting on. Because after the amateurs, we want to give belt on the 4 rounders and the 52 states. So the second belt is called the youth title belt, and the third belt, the youth title belt who is owned by Temo Ochoa, and the third belt would be the continental belt. We'll be fighting, La Cobra is fighting, and the intercontinental belt and the world championship. So we only have 5 belts. And in Asia, we don't have any state in Asia. So we have an Asian Pacific belt, youth belt, continental belt, intercontinental belt, and world title belt. So we only have 5 belts overall. And all our belts, the state title belt will look different from the youth title belt. And the youth title belt will look different from the continental, intercontinental, and world belt, so that there will be an identity of each champion.
Thank you. I hope that clears your question, Nate. Yes, we have another question. Someone from Morgan.
This one's for what's your training like? I know I used to see you in the gym all the time, so how often are you hitting the gym?
How often I'm hitting the gym? And if there was more hours in the day, I'll be hitting it more times, you feel me? But I hit 2 to 3 times a day, and plus my strength and conditioning and running and all that. So I try to go as much as I can to go on that upper level that I want to be in.
Thank you, Adan. Another question?
Hello, my question is for all the boxers here. I want to know what got you guys into boxing, and since when have you guys been boxing?
What got me into boxing was when I was at least 10 and I saw a parade in my hometown. And I told my dad, well, that looks pretty, because in soccer I kind of suck, so I was like, you know what, Dad, just kind of switch up the sport. And he told me to go into boxing, but yeah, but boxing, ever since boxing I got into it since I was 10, I liked it. It was really good. It helped me with my anger and a lot of discipline. It's really good sport. It's a beautiful sport if you really get into it. You know? It's not really meant for a lot of people. A few types of people. Yeah, that's what I'm into boxing.
So what got me into boxing is that my 2 older brothers used to box before. Then my little sister ended up having cholesterol, and my mom told my dad, you know what, you need to start taking her to the gym so she can lose some weight. So I followed along with my little sister, and that's how I got into the gym. Once I got in the ring, that was it. I loved it.
How I got into boxing. I had a cousin that would box, and I've always wanted to box growing up, but my parents never let me because they said it was too dangerous. And one day back in my sophomore year of high school, I got in a little bit of trouble at school, and I couldn't go to school no more. So my dad, you know, he just decided to take me to the boxing gym, and you know, we went, and I liked it. It was pretty cool. So I just took it little by little and just see where I would go with it, and you know, we're here today.
I started boxing when I was 10. I went up to my dad one day. I told him I wanted to do a sport, and he took me to a Sheriff's Academy 5 minutes away from my house. And yeah, ever since then, I never stopped.
What got me into boxing is just the streets of Compton. I couldn't be in the streets like that, and my dad knew I couldn't, because if it wasn't for boxing, I would probably be two things: in jail or I'll be dead, because gang-related things, because that was the only thing to do back where I'm from, in Compton. And thank God boxing saved my life, so my dad pointed it out. It's a different sport. It's a lonely sport, and that was a thing that I couldn't picture myself doing soccer, basketball, or nothing, because my dad just pointed boxing out, and I was like, let's do it. So that's what got me into boxing.
Thank you very much for our panel of fighters here in the front. At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our other fighters who will also be fighting on the card on June 15th. So I will be calling them one by one, or to introduce them in front of you, and they would say something and invite something for June 15th. We will start with fighters fighting on June 15th. Eric Mondragon. Eric, we have a few words from you here in front.
Just say a little bit about yourself.
My name is Eric Mondragon. I love boxing. I'm ready to fight. I'm gonna fight June 15, and I'm ready.
Invite them until 15.
And you guys June 15.
Thank you, Eric. All right, our next fighter is Eduardo Diaz. Please come up in front. Eduardo Diaz.
I'm Eduardo Diaz, and my name, like in the boxing game, they call me El Torito because of my style. So that's kind of like a reason I invite you guys to come out June 15th, because well, I'm going like to win round by round, but if the knockout comes, then it comes, because like, you know, they always say you're not paid overtime. So that's kind of what I'm training for. So I expect you guys, everyone to be out here June 15th. Thank you.
Thank you, Eduardo. Next we have Pablo Melgar.
Good afternoon, guys. My name is Pablo Melgar. I'm 2-0, 1 knockout. My last fight, I fought Corbett on the last show. The fight, my performance was, now that I won it, so the next fight, I'm looking to showcase a lot of skills. Come on, June 15th.
Thank you. Next we have Brandon Valdez.
Bueno, mi nombre es Brandon Valdez. Quiero decirle que el 15 de julio estaré listo para dar un gran show. Los espero allá y daré lo mejor y estoy listo. Van a ver un nuevo prospecto muy bueno. Traigo mucho de quedar, traigo mucha hambre y estamos listos para dar lo mejor el 15 de julio. Los espero. Daré un gran show.
And our translator, Cesar.
But This is Brandon Valdez from Barranquilla. He's ready for the 15th. He was ready for the last event as well. It didn't happen, but he says he feels he's one of the top prospects, and he's ready to show everybody and prove that he is one of the top prospects in the 122 division, super bantamweight.
Thank you so much. Next we have Anthony Casillas. Speak Spanish too? Oh.
Yeah, you want to translate? Hello, my name is Anthony Casillas. I'm 7-1. I came out with the last, but I'm going to show you who's coming back, and I'm going to come out with that knockout, and I'm going to be flashy that day. June 15. Some people be real.
Thank you, Anthony. And the last but not the least, we have Misael Godino.
Hi guys, good afternoon. My name is Misael Godino, and I come from basically a family of boxing. You know, my great-grandpa, my grandpa, my dad used to be boxers, and now it's passed on to me, and I just want to make a name for myself, and I want to make my family proud from here and from Mexico, and I've been ready, you know. I've surprised many people. They thought I wasn't going to go pro, and I'm coming out with 2 wins, and both of them by knockout, so I'm ready, and I'm just going to give a show, and I invite everybody June 15th at Pico Sports Arena.
Thank you so much. Then someone, fighter. So we have everyone, right? Melody? Okay, okay, we have one more question before we finally wrap up. It's for Nick.
This one's for Ray.
Ray.
Yeah, Ray.
Ray's your favorite, huh?
Yeah, why would he be? He's just a really entertaining character.
Wow, you're kidding me.
I know. They just missed you that much. What drives you to do this?
Wow. What drives me to do boxing? We have to understand sports, or any sports in the world, is the frontliner of peace. You know, Dennis Rodman went to Korea. You know, boxers around the world fight nation to nation for the countries not to fight each other. And we are here because, to me, people should not be competing against each other. People should not be destroying each other. For me, people should help each other, because we are not fighting against each other. We are all here in this very place. We are all fighting against poverty and not each other. That's what drives me.
Thank you so much, Ray. And before we finally conclude this media conference, we will be announcing that we will be making a history on June 15th with Red Boxing Promotions and Global Boxing Organization presenting Thrilla in Davao. Thrilla in Davao is bringing excitement of heavyweight boxing back to the Philippines, where I'm from and were raised from, for the first time since Ali and Fraser's Thrilla in Manila, some 44 years ago. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte and his daughter, the mayor of Davao City, and 2020 Philippine presidential candidates will attend the said event. And the GBO heavyweight world title will be on the line. So that's the same day that will happen in the Philippines, Davao City, Thrilla in Davao. So, as a parting mark for everyone, we would like to thank the people who are here, specifically the fighters who are sitting in front in the panels, their families and friends and supporters, our dear media and press and bloggers and people in the social media who are here. We thank also, most especially, Don Chentes Bar and Grill for having us here. And you can hang out after the event and order some food for lunch, or for yourselves, and give some treat. And also would like to thank the whole Red Boxing team for making this event possible. Did I miss out someone? Tickets for June 15 is available at the registration area, PC Melody Doria. And also, we have some posters for you to take home and a little refreshment in the back. Okay? Did I miss out someone? Please do not forget to send out your pictures to redboxinginternational@gmail.com and also tag us in official Red Boxing promotions in our IG page and also our Facebook page. Okay? So, is there anything I missed? Once again, I'm Anil of Red Boxing. Thank you very much, friends. See you June 15.
Too long. Not a rolling out the coffin when I walk. It's how it go first, they hate on ya. You turn it up, they change on ya. I had to make it rain on ya. No, it ain't gon' wait on ya. They always wanna say it's too loud. What the hell they gonna do now? You see me, turn it up, I can't be quiet, yeah. All of the town.